It is a very grim statistic. Every 2 hours, a woman dies from cervical cancer. With that in mind, January is Cervical Health Awareness Month. And someone you may not be aware of who has suffered from cervical cancer is sports reporter and Dancing with the Stars host Erin Andrews. She was diagnosed with cervical cancer in 2016 and has successfully beat the disease. We're happy to have her with us today, along with Dr. Jessica Shepard, to discuss how women can protect themselves against cervical cancer.
Morning.
Hi.
Now, Erin, you were diagnosed a couple of years ago. Tell us your story.
Right before I went back for the NFL season, I went and got all my exams done with my, doctor, my OBGYN, and it ended up happening like week 3 of the NFL season. I got a text from my doctor that said, you have tested positive for this, and now we have to deal with it. So it was obviously something very hard to deal with. I was on Dancing with the Stars at the time and working a full NFL schedule, and didn't want to miss a bit of work, and kind of wanted to keep it under wraps. And we were able to do that, and thankfully able to beat this thing. And so I teamed up with Hologic to try to get the message out there that women need to take time out of their very busy schedule. They need to make an appointment with their OBGYN and get in and get tested, because if you do test positive for cervical cancer, it is treatable and it is preventable.
Absolutely. And that's one of the reasons that Erin is here with us today, is because she had a wonderful relationship with her doctor. She went every year to get her annual. And so even though it was detected, cervical cancer was detected, it's preventable and treatable, and that's exactly what she did. So, that should send a message to so many women, is that at the age of 21, start getting your pap smear, and between the ages of 30 to 65 is adding on that HPV to your pap testing and making sure that HPV is being screened in your pap smear. And so it's really important, again, establishing that relationship, making sure that you're taking time for yourself to go to the doctor and ask the questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions, and make sure that you're getting that pap and HPV together.
And Erin, what is your message for women watching this today?
Make your appointment. It's one of the hardest things to do. Listen, I appreciate the fish tanks in the waiting room at the doctor's office, but it doesn't make me calm. Nobody wants to go to the doctor, but you need to go. Schedule an appointment with your OBGYN. Get out there, like Dr. Shepard said, get your questions ready, ask, but just go get tested, because the sooner you get tested, hopefully nothing's wrong, but if there is, you can get in there, you can have options for treatment, and you can beat it.
Great advice, and I understand in most cases cervical cancer testing is covered by health insurance. Erin Andrews and Dr. Shepard, thanks so much for being with us.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Bringing you the best of California, I'm David Wiley for California Life.